Hello, everybody. It's been a while, hasn't it? So let's get right into it. Now, Anglo-Norman farming didn't necessarily start with the aftermath of the Anglo-Norman invasion in 1169, but was earlier in 1157 in consecrated land in Cistercian Abbey in Mellifont in 1157. This farming method was efficient on the wealth of the produce the Cistercians were bringing to markets. But after the Anglo-Norman invasion, this method of farming spread to the best lands in the country that was colonized, particularly in the east. There were many boroughs set up in the rural areas, primarily for agricultural purposes. Manual and other documents tell in Latin, Norman French, and English of changes and developments in the farming practice that was colonized in the next few centuries. An important innovation was practice, saving hay to supply livestock with fodder during the winter months. The English historian Bede mentions in the 8th century about how the mildness in the Irish climate no one used to cut hay for the winter, while Gerardus Cambrensis made a similar comment in the 12th century. Even native statements supported these comments. There is no mention in Old Irish law texts about haymaking, or any term used in the language at the time. Also, no archaeological evidence in pre-Anglo-Norman Ireland of hayrake, pitchfork, and mower's anvil. But in the 7th century, in the non-legal text of the potential of cumin in Latin, hay is mentioned, but not for fodder for cattle, just for bedding. The Anglo-Normans were probably responsible for the technology of ploughing and might have brought in the wheel plough and mouldboard. The mouldboard was an addition of the plough and was used to turn the sod of earth either left or right, depending how the mouldboard was attached. Archaeological evidence suggests this plough was used in Roman Britain, but there are no Irish written sources to confirm how this plough was used. Archaeology and written evidence shows a team of 4 oxen, known as yoke abreast, were used, while the Anglo-Normans used 8. In the Anglo-Norman system, fields were larger for cultivation of winter corn, which was wheat or rye, spring corn was oats, and fallow in rotation. Cereal farming in Anglo-Norman Ireland was a success by large amounts of grain being exported to England and elsewhere, even in the 13th century. But trade declined in the 14th century because of the Black Death, unstable political situation in Ireland, and deterioration of the climate. Gerardus Cambrensis once again had another comment about Ireland. He wasn't impressed with the Irish sheep. He called it black. White fleece sheep were imported over by the Anglo-Normans. They saw it as improving the Irish stock. Surviving manual records show sheep were numerous than any other domestic animals in Ireland and flourished in trade export of sheepskin and wool. Now, as in Ireland as was in Western Europe, a heavier breed of horse was introduced in the late 13th century, the plough horse, which was originally used in the continent for military purposes. This breed of horse was faster, cheaper, and can endure more plowing work than the oxen. And this horse, for this purpose, was spread throughout Western Europe as well. But the oxen was still the most used animal for plowing in Ireland. And that is all for today. So like, subscribe, and I will see you again. Hopefully. I will see you again. So, have a good day. Slán.